we were in a meeting once, the defensive unit, and all of a sudden Bill spoke up in the defensive unit meeting, which he rarely did. And he spoke up about offensive linemen and how they get out on screens and how the DBs should really play it. And he is dropping F-bombs left and right and these fat asses and all this and all that. I'm like, who is that? I mean, really, who is that? Damn, he's sort of funny, you know? And it was like, oh, that's Belichick, man. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the Cleveland guy. Yeah, you know, so that was my introduction to Bill. I mean, it was like, oh man, yeah, it didn't work out too well in Cleveland. Good to have him, all this stuff. I didn't know about all the New York Giant defensive coordinator days. Our defensive coordinator was Al Groh, you know, and Bill was just sort of, you know, that year after you lose a job and you just accept any positional meeting on a coaching job on a staff and you just, boom, hide behind the scenes. And then that was him. Now, the ironic thing was this. After we lost that Super Bowl in 96, Belichick went around the plane because Parcells, him and Kraft were having problems and Parcells was ousted. And Belichick went around the plane talking to guys like younger guys. Like he came up to me and talked to me about the season and how, you know, we got a bright future and all that stuff. And he went to various other players like Lawyer Malloy and other guys. And I was like, maybe that's our next head coach. So that was sort of weird on the plane ride back, but that was 1996 Bill Belichick.
So you saw you saw him go from like a crotchety guy who's a grump to, you know, to coddling you guys and then going back to a crotchety grump all in a few years. I mean, that's the Belichick way. I mean, you are like the Patriot way guy that you think of.
It was great being there when Bill was also learning to be Bill. You know, and seeing him from where, I mean, I was lucky to have Parcells lay my football foundation. I mean, Pete Carroll wasn't bad. I learned to play linebacker under Pete Carroll, you know, but I mean, we just weren't used to the whole college type of atmosphere because we had Parcells. Yeah. So it was a little bit different. And Pete learned as a head coach toward his tenure there. But then Belichick comes back in and then we go, I think it was 5-11 the first year. And he is learning to be a better head coach at the same time as, you know, myself and Vinatieri and a lot of guys were there. Bledsoe's there.
Vrabel.
Yeah. Well, no, Vrabel
Can't
wasn't
forget
there.
Vrabes.
Yeah, Vrabes came in 2001, the next year.
2001.
Absolutely. So it was good to be there to learn to sculpt what ended up being what it is.